Assalamu alaikum students. So today I'll be teaching you all English. So today is day 2. So today I'll be teaching you all your Unit 8C reading, that is The Dead Rat. So this is a little story that is about a family. Here we have two women, one son and a father. Okay, so there is a family we'll be teaching here. So one among the two women, there is a mother and there is a grandmother. So this story is about how people face some issues, some problems during their life when the father, from the man of the house, has left his house and he refused to earn a living. So I shall be reading the lesson now. The Dead Rat. In the city of Ujjain, there was a young merchant named Mandaka. He lost his father when he was in his teens. So it was his mother who brought him up with great affection and love. Unfortunately, he turned out to be a vagabond. His mother hoped that he will come normal and settle down in his life if he was married, and so he found a suitable girl, and then they were married. But Mandaka became worse. One day Mandaka absconded from his house, deserting his mother and a pregnant wife. His mother grieved for him. The daughter-in-law after some time gave birth to a son, and he was named Ratnaka. The poor Ratnaka was brought up with affection and care, and given a good education. So there was a city in Ujjain. Okay, there was a city in the city Ujjain. There was a young man who was named Mandaka. So this Mandaka was a merchant. Okay, he did some entrepreneurship, and he lost his father when he was in his teens. Teens matlab when he was a teenager, he lost his father, and he had to live with his mother. His mother brought him up with all the love and all the affection and care that he could give to her son. Now, but unfortunately, this boy has turned into vagabond. Vagabond means a person who doesn't have any house, or who doesn't have any kind of living, who doesn't earn any living, and who live in a state. This person doesn't have anything to eat, neither a place to stay, neither a proper roof that he can stay in, neither a good clothes he can wear. So this person has turned into vagabond. Now his mother hoped that he will settle in his life once he will get married. So on this thought, his mother found a suitable girl for Mandaka, and finally she got him married to this girl. But after the marriage, the situation got more worsened. One fine day, Mandaka has left his house, leaving behind his pregnant wife and her mother in all state. He left and he ran out from the house. He abandoned his mother and his pregnant wife. Though his mother grieved for him, grieved in the sense she cried and she showed some kind of sadness on leaving of her son. Now, the daughter-in-law after some time gave a birth to the son. Now, the daughter-in-law of the woman gave birth to a son. Now they named the son as Ratnaka. Though poor, Ratnaka was brought up with affection. Though they were poor, but that doesn't matter to them. They gave everything that was there in their hands. Love, affection, caring. Not only this, but they also provided Ratnaka with very good education. Now the third para. One day when he was 10 years old, his grandmother said to him, "My lad, your father left us all in misery. We two women have brought you up with whatever little money and jewelry we have. Now we don't have anything to fall back upon. So one day when he was 10 years old, who the Ratnaka, the son of the man Mandaka, when he was 10 years old, his grandmother said to him, my lad means my son, we have, your father left us with all the misery. Now we don't have anything. We have bought you up with all the little money and jewelry we have. Now we don't have anything to fall back upon. Abhi, they don't have anything on that they can live. Now you're grown up. Now I shall be reading here. You're grown up. So you take up small business to eke out a living. In the neighborhood village there is a well-to-do merchant named Yakshada who lends money to the poor but capable persons. You go to him, explain to him our condition and borrow some money so that you can start some business of our livelihood. So this boy who is 10 years old, Ratnaka, boy I am phrasing is Ratnaka, who is 10 years old, his grandmother is saying him to go to a lender or money lender and buy some money, lease out some money so that they can start a business. They can start a business and they can grow their condition. So she is explaining her grandson in a such a way that, so there is a nearby village, neighboring village, where there is a merchant who lends some money, and he lends money to the people who are capable and who can use his money properly. So she is asking the grandson Ratnaka to explain the condition, their house condition, and borrow some money so that the Ratnaka can start up some business and can earn the livelihood at the age of 10. Following the instructions, now the next stanza, following the instructions of his grandmother, Ratnaka went to Yakshada at that time. Yakshada, the rich merchant, was taking a stroll. Knowing him to be Yakshada, Ratnaka approached him and said, "Sir, I am a poor merchant boy. My father deserted as before I was born. My grandmother and my mother have brought me up with great difficulty. We have heard of your fame and generosity in helping the poor of our poor status. I request you to lend me some money for business, and I promise to repay the amount soon." Hearing Ratnaka, Yakshada laughed, looked around, and pointing towards a dead rat lying in the street, said, "Look, my boy, that rat is the capital which I can lend you. You take it away and do some trade with it. To an intelligent man it will fetch millions, and it will give you millions to an unintelligent. If I give millions to an unintelligent man, it will be of no use." Ratnaka thought for a minute, then took a red rat as a favor from Yakshada. He made a cup out of a leaf and placed the dead rat in the cup. He carried it through streets crying, "A rat for sale." One merchant who was taming a cat in order to get rid of the rats that were menace in his shop purchased the dead rat as a prey for his cat and gave him a handful of Bengal gram. Now, following the instructions of his grandmother, Ratnaka went to the Yakshada. And when Yakshada was listening to everyone, and when Yakshada was trying to lend some money to the other farmers, other merchants of his village, Ratnaka approached Yakshada and said that, "Sir, I am a poor merchant. I am a son of a merchant who abandoned us, my mother and my grandmother before I was born. I will request you to lend some money." Now he is saying that he is requesting to the merchant, the rich merchant, Yakshada, to lend him some money so that he can start some business. On this thing, he laughed. Who laughed? Yakshada laughed, on whom? Ratnaka. Ratnaka was none other than the abandoned son. Hearing, so he said that, Yakshada said that, "See son, See, son, I can lend you only the dead rat. He pointed on the red rat which was lying behind his house, beside his house. He said that, see, son, I can lend you that rat. You take that rat, sell it, and bring me some money. Now, on this, Ratnakar was confused. How can he sell a rat? How can he sell a dead rat? So he said that, you get on seeing the confusion and astonishment on the face of Ratnakar, Yashoda said that, son, an intelligent man can sell that red rat in millions, whereas a non-intelligent man can take millions from me and it will be of no use. You must be thankful that I am giving you at least a dead rat. On listening to this, Ratnakar took a leaf from a tree and made a cup out of it and put that rat in the cup, and he started selling this dead rat in the streets. Now, this boy, so Allah Hafiz students, I'll be explaining you all in my next class. Hope you understood till here. I shall be taking the next video and I shall be explaining here. Allah Hafiz everyone. See you in the next class.